What is going on, guys? This is Ben here bringing another Yu-Gi-Oh video. I am finally ready to bring you guys the hero deck profile. I had it all ready, all set. I was gonna show you it, and then boom, ban list drop. We got Stratos back, a hero live went to 1, and all that stuff. So now I've readjusted it, made it to this, and then a new set came out as well, and I actually ended up winning, taking first place at our local card store for this Soul Fusion sneak peek playmat. Is really nice looking. I really wanted it, so I'm so happy that I won. I had some really tough matchups too. Played 2 Ultrageist, played Sky Striker, so it was really awesome. The deck, you want to go first with it. If you do the combo right, basically your opponent's going to start with 1 to 2 cards, and it's insane. So I'm going to go over the deck profile here. It is 50 cards. I know there's the hero deck going around. Basically it has the Phantom Knights in here where it's 60 cards. I don't know, I just feel like with 50 cards, I don't brick even that much, and I don't know, it's just something about running a 60 card deck. I mean, 50 cards even is a lot too, but you kind of need to do it. So without further ado, let's get into this. So right off the start, we have 3 Shadow Mist. I don't think there's really, I'm not really gonna explain too much. I feel like everyone knows what the heroes do. Just remember, you can only use 1 of his effects per turn. So ideally, you wanna send him off or search with Get a Mass Change. And then during the standby, if it usually doesn't end up that way, usually you end up with a malicious doing it. Mass change this off, and then you get a search on your opponent's turn, like if you wait for their standby phase. Then we have 3 malicious. Best card in the deck. Just makes you so, it gives you so many plays, and we run a nice little card here that basically you could potentially do 5 maliciouses per turn. It's really nasty. And then we have 3 of the Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. I'm running more of a hero style build because heroes are my favorite archetype ever. That's why I'm not running the Phantom Knights, and I just love the heroes. So this guy I love. He is so amazing. You can get out Nat Beast with him. He is just crazy. So this guy, you normal summon him and you special summon a level 4 or lower hero monster. It doesn't have to be an elemental hero, just hero. And that's what makes him good with Vision, Hero, Vion. So we run 3 of him. You summon Vion, basically you send your malicious to the grave or any hero monster that you want. So these 2 are really nice to have in an opening combo. Plus with the Solid Soldier, you can get that search with your Shadow Mist. Say you open up Solid Soldier and Shadow Mist. Boom, you can go into the search for Mass Change, then go into a Soul Day, and then go from there, summon like Armageddon Knight or something. I wanted to run 1 Stratos. I know a lot of people aren't running him, but like I said, I wanted to run more style heroes, and he's been gone for so long. I just had to put him in the deck. And it actually comes up sometimes where I'm able to special summon him and pop some back row, or even his search comes in pretty relevant too. So I like him a lot in the deck. Yes, he's a win, so he's not really light or dark. I run 1 Honest Neos. A lot of people think this bricks, but honestly, get it? Honest? Honestly, this card is amazing. It wins me so many games in time. Time is a thing. It searches for it. It helps you protect your Dark Law, because Dark Law is actually fairly low in attack. So you search for this sometimes off of Soul Day just to set up your board. And I would not, like, I've won so many games in time with this thing, and it just gets over big monsters. I love this card. I would not run more than 1. But I'm glad that I have it at 1. Next card, we run 3 Armageddon Knights. And I have to give a big shout out to Sydney too. He's the one that mainly came up with the list. I just kind of made a little bit of my own changes and whatnot, but he's really solid. He's the one that kind of pioneered it to this too. I forgot to say that in the beginning, but Armageddon Knight, send any dark monster when it's summoned. You can summon this off of Soul Day, get the send. Like if you guys remember the play I talked about with a Solid Soldier and Shadow Mist, then you go into Soul Day. Off of a Soul Day, you send 4 equips to summon this, and then you send Malicious off of him. So I run him at 3 because we also play Destrudo and whatnot. We have Dark Grepher here. This guy, really solid too. It's fine if you open him and just any other dark monster. You normal summon him, uses effect to send like a Malicious in your hand if you need to unbrick him, or you just send any dark monster to get Malicious to the grave. Really good. If you happen to hard draw him and a Malicious, it's just like so nice to have him to unbreak your hand, and that's why I run Dark Grepher too, and he's a dark and a warrior. For the longest time, like before, I always thought he was a zombie, but he's a warrior, so that makes it really key. I would play 1 Destrudo. You can make Black Rose, and we can, I'll show it in the extra deck, but basically you can make Yazi and do some crazy stuff with a Mare. But we have Plague Spreader. It's basically just amazing. Say you open up a bunch of equip spells. You need to pitch one, like say you open up with 2 equip spells because we run 5. Then you can't summon a Shadow Mist off of a Soul Day. So I'll try and get Plague Spreader into the grave and put that equip spell on the top of my deck, and then use a Soul Day to send the 4 equips. Or get Malicious back onto the top of my deck, and he's a good link material. He's dark, and I don't know. Plus, we have some synchro plays with him too. We play the attack gainer. This is the level 1. He's Earth, so this is to go into the Naturia Beast. He has an effect if you synchro with him that he can make an opponent's monster lose 1,000 attack. Usually, you make Naturia Beast on your turn, so you don't even get to use it. But level 1. Plus, you can go into level 7s with him with Malicious. Really, really nice. This is where I'm going to talk about a different card. So BLS. I really like the BLS in here, even though it's situational, because we only play 2 Isoldes for lights, the Honest Neost, and Ghost Ogres. I might switch it out for this card that just came out in the new set. I was so hyped about this card. You guys probably heard me talk about it when I did the sneak peek videos. This card's ridiculous, and it's pretty cheap right now. It's only like 20-ish bucks. I think it's around that. And its just effect is nasty. I know chaos stuff really isn't like super meta right now, but there's always going to be a deck that's like all dark. There's always going to be a deck that's all light. And this monster is just insane. Even if you play a light and a dark deck, which we kind of do, mainly I want to use it for the dark effect. Like if I have 3 dark monsters in my grave, I want to get this guy out because basically look at this. So I kind of need to explain what his effect is. So you special summon him by banishing 3 either light or dark monsters. It can be all light monsters, it can be all dark monsters. Then it gains a different effect based on what you banish. So if you use all light monsters, you can special summon 1 monster from your graveyard in defense position. If you banish all dark monsters to get them out, you can shuffle 1 random card in your opponent's hand into the deck. That's crazy, because if you banish all 3 dark monsters, because you have a ton of dark monsters in your graveyard, you do your full combo play, get Gumbler onto the field, rip 2 cards out of their hand, and then you go to their next turn, rip 2 more cards out of the hand. They're starting with 1 card. This takes 5 cards. That makes it to 5 cards out of their hands. So this is why I want to play it. It's not searchable though. I would have to hard draw it. It's a dragon, but I feel like I'm gonna play it, or even I don't know. I'll have to test it, but I'm gonna test it with both of them. But he's currently not in. This will make it 51. So for now, I don't know. It sucks actually hard drawing BLS sometimes because it's hard to get that light monster in there. But it's nice to search it off of Solde and have a good follow-up play like turn 2. I don't know. So that's my thoughts on the Chaos Dragon Legionnaire in the new set. We play 3 Ghost Ogres, 3 Ash. Ghost Ogre is pretty good right now. And it's another light monster that can go into the grave. I just want things to like shut down my opponent if I'm going second, or if I'm going first, just have a extra hand trap. It sucks if it gets hit with your own Gumblar Dragon, but it's alright. The Ash, if you don't have them, you can run you could run Gammas. I was running Gamma for a while, and I like that too. You have a level 6 that with the driver, so it's a light monster as well. That's that. I have 2 impermanences. I would run 3 if I had 3. I love this card. I think the hype is justified with it, even if you're not running Altergeist. It's just really, really solid. I play 3 Mass Change, and the reason why I have the impermanence in there, I consider it a hand trap, even though it is a trap. 3 Mass Change out, really, really nice. This is something that not a lot of people are running. E-Call. The reason why is because I want to either search for my Solid Soldier or whatever card I need, whether it be Shadow Mist, any hero. It could be even Honest Neos, and this just enables it. Plus, it'll bait out some hand traps sometimes. Like if I know I'm gonna get drolled, well, that kind of sucks. But like sometimes it baits out an Ash, and it just gets you cards, and I love it. I love this at 3. I don't know. Well, I'm running like more heroes than normal people, so that's part of the reason why. And then I run the 2 Called by the Grave. It's a combo deck. You need to shut them down. A lot of times it's like saves your soul day or lets you to keep searching. And then I have 2 Lure Darkness. This is optional, but I like it. It's saved me quite a few times where my hand's like, oh gosh, I only drew 1 monster, and you can't do much with 1 monster, so get lucky drawing a 2 dark monsters. So you run enough dark monsters where you shouldn't be scared of it, and that's why I like it. We run the 1, a hero lives. Yeah, I wish it was more than 1, but it's still good at 1. Reinforcement of the army. Search for anything. This is the nice spicy tech that I definitely got from Sydney here was Pot of Equivocness. I didn't even know what this did till he told me about it. Target 3 banished monsters. Shuffle all 3 into the deck, then draw 1 card. You can only activate 1 Pot of Equivocness per turn. So basically, you're always gonna have banished monster, whether it's with the Divine Sword, whether it's BLS and all them, because Malicious banishes himself as well. So the play is, you get 3 banished monsters, 2 of them be Malicious, leave 1 Malicious in your graveyard or on your field. Use this, shuffle the other Maliciouses back into the deck, draw a card, hopefully you don't draw Malicious again, but then you can use more Maliciouss. It's the reoccurring malicious thing, plus you get to draw one. This card is crazy. It helps you so much. It's really insane. And we do one Foolish Burial, the best equipped spell. Picked it up when it was $1. It's starting to rise a little bit. Living Fossil, Moonmere Shield, because we're playing 5 equips. And then we play the DD, Different Dimension, Axe of Fools. You can equip this onto your monster, or your opponent's monster, and make it negate, like, it loses its effect. It does gain 1,000 attack, but it loses its effect, so it's really, really nice. And then we have the Divine Sword. You guys know the shenanigans with that, where you can banish 2 warriors in your graveyard, add it back to your hand, you use it for the nightmare effects and whatnot. So that is the main deck. I really do like the main deck. There's not much I would change about it, except for that Chaos Dragon, like I said, or the Chaos Dragon Levianeer. So for the side, the extra, best card. Favorite card, I should say. Not really the best card, but he's really, really solid. Banishes everything your opponent has. Search, get rid of that. Gumblar. So the play, if you didn't know, is you want to keep it'll always have 1 malicious left in grave while you make this guy. And then you summon malicious here from your graveyard to the zone he points to. Hopefully you've already Divine Sword earlier in the turn, so you need to, I would say, Divine Sword, get this back into your hand before you special summon to the zone, so they have a chance of getting this out of your hand, because when a monster special summon to his own, a link monster points to for Gumblar's effect, you discard 1 or 2 cards from your hand and randomly, and then your opponent discards 1 or 2 cards. It's random for you, it's not random for your opponent, but that's once per turn effect. So yeah, you special summon malicious here, you set your, well, first you set your mass change on the board, then you special summon malicious, get 2 cards out of their hand, pass turn, in their standby phase you use your mass change that you're set on your malicious, special summon the Dark Law here, and then boom, you banish 2 more cards. So that lets them to play with 2 cards in their hand on their opening hand, plus they have to deal with the Dark Law. Very hard to get over that. So that's the play with the Gumblar. It's really, really nasty. And don't forget, like, if they randomly chose this one again and threw it to the graveyard, before your turn, add it back to your hand, so you have more cards that hopefully don't hit your good cards. So that's what Gumblar play is. It's really, really nice. We have the Cyframe Lord Omega. This is more key if you're using the gammas, but the reason why it's in here is because I'm running the Plague Spreader, and if I need to, I can go into a Plague Spreader and a Malicious and make a level 8. Exciton Knight, so happy he is back. He won me quite a few games just clearing a board. Definitely, he won me a game versus Altergeist too. Like, I had no plays, I just had to go into a level 4, blow up his entire field, boom, good to go. Then I thought I was gonna kill him that turn with BLS, but I forgot that he couldn't, like, after you use his effect, they don't take damage. So then next turn I still killed him. But Black Rose, that is for the sometimes you make him with the Destrudo, sometimes you make him with the, it's not optimal, but the Malicious and the Attack Gainer. Nature Beast can make him with the Attack Gainer and the Solid Soldier, wins you games versus the Sky Striker matchup. And Yazi here. You guys notice I didn't have Mare in my main deck. Mare is what you summon off of him. If you don't know what Mare does, so I guess the play is, he's level 7. You go into him. His effect is you can destroy a worm monster. You can target 1 Yang Zing monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls, destroy them. So you use him, target himself, and another card your opponent controls, destroy him, and then his second effect activates. When he's destroyed by a battle or card effect, you special summon 1 worm type monster from your deck. So you special summon Mare. It sucks if you draw this, but it's so good. That's why I sided in going second. And then basically this guy's in effect, you can decrease his level by 2, special summon a token. And you can use that up to thrice. It literally says thrice. So 3 times per turn. So you get 3 tokens, and you can just go link plays from there. So that's the Mare in the extra. I just had to explain that there. Summon Sorceress, very, very good. Nightmare Unicorn, very, very good. Nightmare Phoenix, very good. Cerberus and Boral Sword in case I want OTK. And then obviously we play 2 Isolde. Search, send 4 equips off of her, special summon your level 4 warrior dude. On my side deck, actually need some work here. I was playing Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, but I'm not playing it anymore. I don't like it. But first one is Mare. If you wanted to play Winter Cherries, you can add more Cherries targets in here. But we have Red Reboot for Altergeist. Altergeists are really popular. Raigeki, I play 3 Mind Crush. I'm not playing Evenly Matched in here. I like Mind Crush better. Saves you versus Evenly Matched too, even if they're bluffing it. But we have 2 Winged Dragon Aura Sphere Mode And this is gonna change here. I wanna get 3 kaijus. And I think what else I would have in here, if I had Drolls, I would run Droll too, but 3 kaijus, maybe even more, depending on how well Thunder Dragons use, because you can't search with the Thunder Dragons. They're hard to destroy. And if they get a Thunder Dragon on board, you just need to kaiju it and then go from there. So I want to get more these Gamma Seals, whatever other kaijus, Humongous for that. There's still a bunch of open slots here. I think I have 5 cards I could still add to here. So I don't know. I'm up in there on the side deck. I'll let you guys choose your other ones. But that's what I've been rocking with. Mainly the main deck is this really nice, and you want to go first. If you go second, you can still do okay plays, but that is the deck. I really, really like it. Really, really nasty. Let me know your thoughts on it. What are the builds that you're running? I know some people are like, why you're only running 50 cards, but with the amount of equips that you run, if you run 40 cards, you're gonna draw them all the time, and it really, really sucks. So that's the theory behind running more cards. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the deck. So happy won the mat. It looks amazing. Just look at that. Look at that, dude. But thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh videos. I'll see you guys later.